As we move through life, we encounter all kinds of people. Some bring joy, others bring challenges, and some can bring harm. The truth is, not everyone who enters your life will treat you with kindness or respect. In fact, some people exhibit behaviors that can be emotionally, mentally, and even physically harmful. It's essential to recognize these harmful traits early so that we can protect ourselves and those we love. In this video, we're going to explore 8 red flags that may indicate someone you're close to is toxic, or even potentially evil in their actions and intentions. These behaviors might not always be immediately obvious, but once you know what to look for, you'll be better equipped to set boundaries and protect your well-being. Let's dive into the red flags that may reveal the true nature of someone around you. 1. They manipulate your emotions for personal gain. One of the first signs that someone might be toxic or even evil is that they constantly manipulate your emotions to get what they want. They might use guilt, fear, or shame to control your actions or decisions. This could look like making you feel responsible for their problems, or they might make you feel bad for having boundaries. They might say things like, "If you really loved me, you would do this for me," or "You're the only one who understands me." What you can do: trust your instincts. If you find yourself feeling emotionally drained, or like you're always walking on eggshells around someone, it's time to reassess the relationship. You are allowed to have boundaries and emotions that belong to you. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for setting them. 2. They display extreme narcissism and lack empathy. Narcissistic individuals often exhibit a lack of empathy, meaning they don't care about your feelings or needs unless it directly benefits them. They might be incredibly self-centered and only care about themselves, using others as tools for their own gain. You might notice that they never apologize or take responsibility for their actions. Instead, they'll twist the situation around to make you feel like you're the problem. They might also belittle your achievements or ignore your emotional needs. What you can do: healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and empathy. If someone constantly dismisses your feelings and makes everything about them, it's time to step back and question the health of the relationship. Your emotions are valid, and you don't deserve to be treated like your feelings don't matter. 3. They gaslight you, making you doubt your reality. Gaslighting is a manipulative tactic used to make someone question their own reality, memory, or perception. If someone is constantly denying your experiences or making you feel like you're crazy for feeling a certain way, it's a serious red flag. They might say things like, "That never happened," or "You're just too sensitive." Over time, this can erode your confidence and self-trust, leaving you doubting your own thoughts and feelings. What you can do: always trust your own reality. If someone's actions are consistently inconsistent with their words, document what happens and trust your perceptions. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Your truth is valid. 4. They are consistently deceptive, lying without regret. People who are toxic or manipulative often lie to get what they want, regardless of the consequences for others. They might lie about their actions, their feelings, or even their past, creating a false narrative that makes them seem like the victim or the hero. If you catch someone in a lie, but they continue to deny or cover it up, it's a sign that their truthfulness can't be trusted. What you can do: pay attention to patterns of dishonesty. It's important to address this behavior directly and calmly, but it's also essential to trust your gut. If someone's lies are causing you confusion or pain, it's time to distance yourself from the deception and seek relationships that are based on honesty and transparency. 5. They isolate you from loved ones. A person who seeks to control you might try to isolate you from family and friends in order to maintain control. They might subtly or overtly discourage you from spending time with others, or make you feel like no one else understands you the way they do. This isolation tactic can make you dependent on them emotionally and can be incredibly damaging to your self-esteem and well-being. What you can do: stay connected with people who truly care about you. Relationships built on mutual respect and trust will always have a healthier foundation. If someone is trying to control who you spend time with, that's a major red flag. Rebuild your connections. They show no remorse, no guilt for their actions. A person who is truly toxic or manipulative often lacks the ability to feel remorse for their actions. They might hurt you or others, yet show no guilt or regret for their behavior. Instead, they might try to justify their actions or completely shift the blame onto others. This lack of accountability makes it difficult to have an honest, respectful relationship, as the person is not interested in changing or learning from their mistakes. What you can do: if someone consistently hurts you without apology or remorse, it's essential to protect your mental and emotional health. Don't tolerate disrespect or mistreatment. You have the right to walk away from any situation that does not honor your dignity and well-being. 7. They use you for personal gain, taking advantage of your kindness. Toxic individuals often see others as tools for their own benefit. Whether it's emotional, financial, or physical support, they may only maintain relationships as long as they are receiving something in return. They often take advantage of your kindness, using it as a means to manipulate or control you. What you can do: it's important to evaluate relationships and ask yourself, is this person adding value to my life, or are they taking more than they give? Healthy relationships are based on mutual support and respect. If you feel like someone is using you, it's time to set clear boundaries or step away from the relationship altogether. 8. They enjoy hurting others. The darkest trait. One of the most troubling red flags of all is when someone actively enjoys hurting others. Whether it's through words or actions, a toxic person might take pleasure in seeing you suffer, humiliating you, or exploiting your weaknesses for their own entertainment or gain. If you notice someone taking joy in your discomfort or delighting in your failures, they're not just toxic, they're dangerous to your emotional and psychological health. What you can do: recognize that no one deserves to be mistreated. If you're in a relationship with someone who enjoys causing harm, it's crucial to remove yourself from that situation as soon as possible. Protect your mental health, seek help from supportive individuals, and build a safe space for yourself. Recognizing toxic behavior is the first step to protecting yourself from harm. While it can be difficult to accept that someone close to you may be manipulating, controlling, or even harming you, acknowledging these red flags gives you the power to make empowered decisions about who you allow into your life. Remember, your well-being matters. You deserve to be surrounded by people who treat you with kindness, respect, and empathy. Trust yourself, and don't be afraid to set boundaries or walk away from relationships that don't serve your best interests. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. Leave a comment below if you have any experiences or tips on recognizing toxic behavior. Your insights can help others. Take care, and I'll see you